Welcome to your Restore practice. This is gut feeling for intuition. Our bodies have an innate sense of feeling or instinct, just like all animals do, which is often called gut feeling, which helps us to receive intuitive guidance. When there is fear, it can override intuition. So this roll and restore practice will help to activate this energy in the solar plexus, in the stomach and the psoas while we are going into the yin poses to focus on the stomach and spine release and to open the hips to release fear. Because a lot of the fear holds around the center. We tend to curl in and contract our body when we're in a state of fear. So we'll be using humming and also the breath to stimulate the vagus nerve to activate gut feeling for intuition. So we'll need our mat, we'll need a set of therapy balls or 2 tennis balls and also a bolster. We'll start with this roll and restore where we're going to have the 2 balls inside of the fork of the ribs. So it will just be below that. So it's not on the ribs, on the very base of it, where it's in the solar plexus area. So the balls can be together or slightly apart, so it depends. So we'll be lying down on our belly. If you're pregnant, you won't be doing this. So we won't be staying for too long, about a minute each. So when you lie down on your belly, you're just going to bring the 2 balls just right on the fork of the ribs. Now, you might be staying on your forearms or you might come down onto your forehead. So take a moment to adjust and relax into the balls. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. If your lower back is a bit tender, separate your legs further apart. Just being aware of the balls sinking in as you breathe out. As you breathe in, you push the ball away. The more you relax, the more it allows the tissue, the fascial tissue to be released. And our solar plexus can be sometimes a little bit too hard, too tight. And our sense of power takes over. We become so controlled that we've lost that sense of touch, that sense of knowing and connecting with ourselves. And as we breathe deeply down into your diaphragm, into your belly, it also starts to tone the vagus nerve, which is important as part of heightening our intuition. Take another breath there. We're going to move the 2 balls next to each other on the navel. So really activating our digestive system. And again, you can stay up or you can come down. So noticing certain areas of the body may be quite sensitive as well. If it's too much, you might cover with a towel or a blanket, or you might skip it completely. So again, as you breathe in, push the ball away. As you breathe out, you just let the ball sink in beneath the surface, relaxing your stomach. Couple more breaths here. Relaxing the jaw, the face. And then we'll bring the two balls down inside of the frontal hip bone, slightly inside of it. So the two balls will be slightly apart. So we're getting into the psoas. And it is our fight, flight and freeze response when it gets tight. It can be quite a tight area or sore area. It's our ability to connect with our emotions. We're often called in and we repress our emotions because there's a lot of sitting, and when you walk a lot, sit a lot, run, it tightens this hip flexor. And the psoas is connected between the upper torso and the legs. So see if we can relax into that. A few more breaths. Every breath out, just let yourself relax into that. Sink into the balls. So it's really powerful with this roll and restore practice. Its ability to release some of the deep-seated tension in the tissues. Take another breath there. And then release the two balls. And we're going to take our right knee out to the side, coming into a half frog. So you can stay up onto your forearms or you can come down. Your arms can be in cactus. You can turn your head to the right. Just allow the right hip to drop down towards the ground. There is no need to push. And from here, we're going to start by a few rounds of humming into where you're feeling that tension or tightness. Probably it's inside the right hip, or if it's somewhere else, you can hum to that as well. So we'll take 3 rounds of that humming beat breath, and then we'll just relax the breath, relax the hum. Take an inhale, bring your mind there. Just notice the effects after the hum. Humming really helps with toning of vagus nerve. And when we tone and activate this vagus nerve, we're more in touch with our intuition. And that's what we are really wanting to activate here. Tuning into our gut feeling. Sometimes we ignore it. And then from here, you'll bring yourself up and thread the left arm through to your right so you can rest onto the side of the head, and then open your right arm back behind you. So you can bring your right knee a little closer towards you, but just try to keep your right knee down if possible. You can roll onto the back of your head and just take a moment to drop into this twist. So we're getting deep into this wringing out into the abdominals.